goes. Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday the 15th of April. So, well, what for today then? Last week was my worst week for quite a long time. Just never clicked into place, although the markets are sort of running pretty decently looking at it retrospectively. Things all look sharp, but anyway, let's get on and look what we got coming out today. There's not a great deal today. We got Fed Logan's already it's gone happening. We've got a couple of speakers there. Actually, I'm just going to go straight here and look. You've got the US core retail sales there at 130. These are the biggies really. Empire State Manufacturing Index. Yeah, not such a biggie, but we'll see what occurs there. It's expecting to have dropped down from -20 to -5, and it's something positive there will be dollar positive as well. Anything that's sort of negative from that expectation might see a little edge, but that is that for today. Let's look then technically. We've seen the euro dollar selling off here well, last few days. Through the Asian session it's picked up, but put in this beautiful bear flag, which I'll be looking at either this one or there's one on the pound. I won't do both, or very unlikely to do both unless I split it, but the pound's doing a similar thing here, just pushing up there, and there we go. On the hourlies, you can just see it's just gone into the underside of the daily pivot. So I do like these as setups. I found that the pound to be a little bit more honest in terms of, or more in the past, it's been working better on the setup than the euro has. That's probably mostly it. The euro can get a bit uneasy at times, but the way things are looking at the moment, maybe it looks a slight bit better because it is actually reacting. Anyway, US dollar yen, well, we've just seen a continuation here to the upside. Solid push up at the moment. There doesn't seem to be any reaction from the Bank of Japan that I can see. Well, certainly nothing reacting here, and so long as we're on this path. If I just pull this down, did I put some? Yeah, I did. There you go. That's the next level of key resistance. It's right up there at 160. Okay. Personally, I'm wary of the continuation here, although technically it's there. At the same time, I don't want to go just short in these markets at the moment. They're certainly, if it was just left alone, I would be quite happy going long on this. It's the possible intervention by the Bank of Japan that I don't like sitting in the background there. Aussie dollar. Aussie again, like many of the other markets here, having a bit of a retrace. Now, if the same applies for all these, this one has done it. It's broken at the moment. Well, it's coming back down, but same bear flag sort of situation there. It's looking on that softer side, but if they did carry on, all of them have a weekly pivot sitting not that far apart above. Which would be my next point of resistance I'll be looking at. So, excuse me. The same would be here, but again, the Aussie at the moment looking on the soft side, but it has broken. It did manage to close above its pivot. We'll wait until post 8 o'clock for that. The Canadian dollar. You see it's inverted. It's done the same basically. It is pushing up. It is looking a bit weaker. Economically, it's looking a little bit softer. I should look at the sentiment very shortly, but at the moment the sentiment's been pretty soft on the Canadian, and we've got that same sort of price action running through there. So it really is to looking to see which has got the best potential here. New Zealand dollar hasn't got back to its daily pivot, but let's just have a look. Well, it's very similar. It's been a bit more, the movement's been a bit tighter. Hasn't quite got back there, not had the strength to go back there. The momentum sort of died out rather early. This could fall over a bit quicker, could be a bit the softest for sure at the moment. The Swissy, well, this is strengthening a little bit. Generally, when we've seen sort of the geopolitical sort of world going on there, and what we're seeing in Israel, the attacks by Iran, etc., going on, we would expect the dollar to really gain. That's the main gainer. The Swissy can benefit as well. It can be seen as a bit of a safety currency at times, so I'd be less inclined to look at buying the dollar against the Swissy, but against anything else it probably is a reasonable trade. Anyway, euro yen, let's just have a look what's going on there. It's back on the recovery. The bigger picture here, sorry, there you go, it's recovering again, pushing back up there. I've got nothing immediately on that. It's just showing it. As soon as people think that right, it's time to sell it, it's wiped back all of Friday's losses almost there. Not far off it anyway. Right, I'll look at the other markets in the room in a short while. Let's just have a look at the gold, oil, and the indices. So gold took a right hit on Friday. It's got the chance to push back up. I'm surprised it's so soft as it is at the moment, but it just shows you the strength of the US dollar. Holding fire at the moment. We could see gold roll over with the others. Generally it's bought when there's risk, but we're looking at inflation risk more than anything else where it's being bought, and well, it's not really reflecting that at the moment. It's stalled here. It might have a bigger correction. Oil, now one would expect it to go absolutely flying up there, but the fact that things are trying to be played down in the Middle East, and the US have not said they would join forces with Israel or anything like this, and they don't agree with any further attacks. They should think things should be left now. Has seen the oil price just coming off again this morning, and we're sitting here in this funny old place. You can see all the previous lows here. Might find some support which pitches it up at some stage back to its daily. It's been quite an ugly mess most of last week, or all of last week. S&Ps, well, we haven't seen the reactions fully into the markets yet. I'm just looking at the dailies here. Dailies coming off to daily 50. We're seeing a bit of a bear flag coming in here. Actually, let's go back to that weekly. Weekly is not that the 4 hourly bars are not that far from the weekly now, and that might provide some resistance. Looking a bit soft. Lower highs, lower lows continues through there. Maybe we've got a bigger correction coming, but high low coming through here. We'll see how things develop. If the dollar does strengthen this morning, we could see this rolling backwards as well, falling off. Just a bit wary of jumping on board too quickly on some of these moves, even though they're looking good on the currencies. Lots of things are being done to try and reduce the tensions, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, NASDAQ's a mess here. I don't know why I'm looking at it on the lower time frames, but you can see what a mess that's sitting at. Dow Jones quite a bit softer, maybe leading the way a little here on the downside. Maybe we are seeing a bigger correction, or going to see a bigger correction in the markets, but this is certainly softening at the moment on the Dow. Close home, the DAX, well, that's seeing a bounce this morning, but the overall picture is this descending channel, and it's quite a clear descending channel. Well, I'd be very wary of the upside of that, the trend line that's running down there that could fold again. We did see it, actually, it was on Friday. It did roll over properly, and it really got some momentum in the afternoon there and rolled proper, as they say, apparently. The FTSE much more choppy at the moment, but got potential to roll more. Okay, if the others do, it will follow suit, I'm sure. Okay, that's pretty much it for me this morning on the YouTube site here. I'm into the room now, so I will catch you tomorrow morning. Take care, trade safely, watch out. Bye for now.